Today, I'm in the Formula V's. That's right, we've gone over to Germany now, and we are starting my Formula career. Race 1 of the day then. 4 red lights, someone jumps the start outrageously. So away we go. Again, terrible start. As always, it's becoming quite common for me to get terrible starts, but in this car, it's way worse. Do you want to know why? This car is it's not a paddle shift car like what we were driving before in the previous weeks. This is a H shifter, so I've got to use the clutch pedal, and I've got to use heel and toe for brakes and the throttle at the same to blip the throttle, which makes it really difficult. Anyway, it's turn 3 now, and I've already lost some positions and gained 2. I'm desperately trying to overtake as many people as I can, or get people to crash. I go around the outside of this driver and, well, he just backs out completely. He drops it on his own. I'll watch the replay back. I didn't touch him at all. Through this exit here, and we're getting to my favourite part of the track. Through driving, I just love this section. Flat out, boom. Oh, so good. It was the highlight of my lap. A few corners later then, we get this person trying to get back at me. You can see the positions finally update. My P7, I believe I am. 4th position. But I won't be for much longer. So I'm told to stay on the left. This person drops it, goes left on a right-hander. This other person, he's on the apex, he's spun, so I can't blame him too much. I can, but I won't. Through this next corner, I get an issue and I spin it, drop it, leave myself on the outside. I let one person go past. I forget to look for another person. He wasn't too upset, luckily. You can see me having issues with the gearbox. That's not going to be the first time I'm going to have issues with the gearbox. I'm not going to show you all the times I had issues though. Trust me, there are a lot of them. Again, losing it on the downshift, going wide, turn 2. I learned to hate that corner very quickly. Speeding up a little bit, and we'll see what happens here. This person trying to overtake me, and well, I just stick it down the inside, don't give him any hope, and he just backs out because this next corner is very tricky, as you see there. Getting a snap of oversteer, and well, he got past me. Probably not how I expected to, but he did. A couple laps later, just down here, trying my hardest to keep up and overtake as many people as I can. Last lap then, and this person in front has a synchronized spin with me, and I then have issues with the gears, trying to get back into first gear. I get away faster than the other person, make up another nice position. Finish the race in 5th, I believe, as we round the final corner now. I started just to do a nice, easy final lap, so he caught up a little bit, but not too many issues. P5.
Alright, there's checkered flag.
Second race. It's not going to be the best race, but yeah. 4 red lights. And it's away we go. Again, terrible start. I'm really not liking this clutch box here. Clutch box, gearbox, and clutch. Right down to the back, and well, let's just see what happens. I almost ram the person in front, wouldn't have been good, but I avoid him, luckily. Down the inside, that's 2 positions gained back up. Let's have a look at the next corner. The next corner I'm pretty liking. I feel I can go a lot faster through this corner than I have been, but I felt pretty solid with how I was taking that corner. Just making sure no one's to the left of me. I know the spotter would call it out, but I don't trust him. And I'm just trying to get close to these people in front. This corner I also hated a lot. I think I already said that last race, but I just couldn't get the hang of it. I mean, I did get the hang of it, but I got scared every time I went through it. Again, my favourite set of corners, and I catch up to the guy in front. Netcode just brings us into the wall. There was a solid space between us, but the game decided that we were fated to hit the wall. Now I thought he's not going to be too happy with me, so when he goes into the pit lane, but he towed to the pit lane, I drove, and well, as I into the pit lane, I hit the wall. I don't care about the car in front, to be honest. But leaving the pit lane, I already have another black flag. Because I completely forgot about the speed limit when I left the pits. I was in there for a solid like 3 minutes. And yeah, I just completely forgot about the speed limit when I got going again. Around here, I just completely lose it on entry. Do a little spin. There's a couple cars that got to go past, and I'm back on my way. It's just the left and the braking, and then the right. It really unsettles the car. It's a very tricky corner. Same with turn 1 and 2. There's a few cars stopping everywhere, and we'll just see what happens here. There's a car that's gone off. Not too worried for me. See, I'm just keeping my distance because I don't want to crash again. Leaving the pit lane now for the second time. Should really be doing no pits. I get this oversteer, and then I get this oversteer. Luckily, it wasn't counted as loss of control, although it definitely was. Through this corner though, that was counted as a loss of control. Let a car go past, and then I'm back on my way. Back on my way downtown. Nearing the end of the race now. I've caught up to this person. I am 2 laps down at this point. I just want to have a bit of fun. There's a car on the left. That's the person I got contact with lap 1. And I'm just not overtaking this person. I'm just staying behind him, seeing how he's doing it. But this straight here, I think I'm going to go for an overtake. So I keep it down the middle of the straight, and then I just dive it down the inside. He lets it go, no problem, probably because I'm a lap down, he doesn't care. But it is now the final lap. Now what happens to the guy in front? Well, he just gets a pretty bad exit, a nice slipstream him. Don't get an overtake on him, because he's a 2 laps in front of me anyway, but still. That was that race. Could have been better. Could definitely been worse. Although probably couldn't. Well, it could have gone worse, and we're about to see how it could go worse. So I'm here sitting on the grid going, let's just make up for last race. I've lost safety rating. Let's get a solid race and get some good safety rating. Waiting for the cars to grid, and we get the lights on now. We get 4 red lights. Totally wasn't about to say 5. It's green, let's go! Let's get a good turn 1, that's all I care about, good turn 1. Yeah. I never made it to turn 1, it turns out. So I'm here going, do I do what I did last race and just drive back to the pit lane? Unlike last time, there weren't 3 corners left to the pits, there was a whole lap to the pits. So I pull off and I take a tow to the pit lane. First tow in iRacing. Turns out it doesn't skip that lap. Cutting to the end of all of the time adding up now. Another 3-minute pit lane. So I'm now a lap down. In the middle of the pack is where I exit. I've I've learnt that corner now. I really don't want to go off wide or on the inside. I just slot in behind this guy, and I think let's play with him a little bit. Let's fake it down the inside and let's not actually go for it. He doesn't get bluffed out, and we will both make it through nice and safe. A couple laps later, a couple corners later, again trying to fake it down the inside. This guy was such a nice person to race. Both of these two drivers in front were so cool to race. I really enjoyed the time I had with them. A little bit of contact, nice wave through there. And here, he just gets a pretty bad exit, kicks up some dust. I go off and, well, I fall right back down, losing a position. Well, I say losing a position. I never gained one to begin with, but you know what I mean. I think we've all mutually agreed that we're going to be racing cleanly now, so I just dive it down the inside. There's a little snap and I get a bit scared. Jump it down, get the sausage curve, and that just really upsets the car. And down I go again. That dude behind us, he is not an issue to worry about. A few laps later then, lap 6, we have caught up to the drivers in front. And I'm thinking, I could overtake these guys. I have the pace now, because I've been going for a couple of hours now. I have the pace in this car on this track. So skipping forwards, I'm just looking at how their cars react, how their cars drive. And we get the final lap flag and this driver goes off. I give him a little bit more space than I probably should have, probably could have. But well, I just want to give him some space. Speeding up now until I catch up. I'm just doing my best to go as fast as I can. We've got plenty of life in the tyres, plenty of fuel. Probably 2 lap newer tyres. So on to the back straight now. That's not quite the back straight, but it is my favourite part of the track. As I said again, this time I do get a nice run out of the corner and we don't make contact because he is miles in front of us. Now this next section, I'm just thinking, I think I'll go for it here. So I fake it. And then I think that's just set something in his mind. Taking his mind off the racing line. He goes wide, I go a little bit wide, not as wide as him though. It is the final lap. I am a lap down. He doesn't probably care about me all too much. But he did go off, so I guess that says that. And yeah, 2 positions, 2 laps. I felt pretty happy with that. Onto the line we go. Boom. And that cements the position. The position being a lap down. But, well, I just wanted to say a little thank you to both of them before they left the server. It was such a nice race. I felt so happy after the terrible show that was turn 1. Final race now. I get P2 on the grid. The highest I've been. 4 lights, and away we go. Now you might be thinking, he's going to get a terrible turn 1. And, well, we'll see if we make it to turn 1, of course. Last race I didn't even make it to turn 1. A terrible start. And, well, I made it to turn 1, but on the exit, overcorrect, and off I go. Onto the grass. And that is literally the back of the pack now. I've got to make it all the way through the grid. So, there's a car that's gone off. Just want to make my way carefully through the pack. I don't want to get any instant points. I want to have a really good race. So, what do? I spin it right here behind this guy. I do catch up a couple laps later, and I go for an attack again. Of course, pull out the classic fakie. Why would I actually go for an attack when I can make them make a mistake? That would make them feel a lot worse about it. So I get right on the back of his car, trying not to touch his car, but just trying to get in his mind. So I pull out, because I don't want to crash into it. I have quite the speed to overlap. Look to the left, and that's how you overtake someone in a Formula V. Get the slipstream, and away we go. It was a nice turn one. At this point I was power shifting down the gears. I didn't want to use the clutch going down. There's a car stopped on the right, so we'll look out for that car. And, well, there is the car they've already got going, because there was no one approaching. 5 more laps of fuel, there's 1 lap left, and on the final lap, the dude in front decides to turn right on a left-hander. Don't know why he did that, don't know why I turned left on a right-hander on the first lap. So I can't judge him this time. Next time though, he's definitely getting judged. Over the checkered flag we go, and that cements a P3? No. P5, P6.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Great job, you did really well.